Welcome to Dad's DeFi Space. If you're new here, my name is Kevin, and I am a father, a teacher, and a DeFi investor, and a trader who shares exactly what I'm doing with my own portfolio, all the wins, all the risk, all my mistakes, and all the lessons I've learned along the way. And if you appreciate real and truthful content, including all these lessons I've learned along my journey, please hit subscribe and ping that notification bell and share this content with anyone who would appreciate it. But remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Crypto and DeFi are so risky, you can lose all your money. But I wanted to talk about how easy it is to join Zora, start making a little bit of creator income. And then as we get towards the end, I'll talk about some of my favorite content creators on Zora. Give them a little shout out in the live stream today. So you're looking at the Zora app, and if you are interested in joining us over on Zora, I will pop a quick link in the chat. And if anyone pops in, you can use this link to go follow us on Zora to start creating your own stuff. Now, we have made probably just $200, $250 over the last month, doing nothing more than posting content over on Zora. Now, I want to go to home before we can even look at my account last time. We're going to look at some of the different accounts on here. They got some really interesting ones. I love these 8-bit accounts when it's way down here at the all-time low. I might buy a little bit of this one, hold on to it a little bit. Right now, I'm just selling off a teeny little bit of my Zora. That's in my Zora wallet. And we're going to buy just a teeny little amount of this coin. Awesome. Now, when you're on the Zora app, there's a couple different functions we can use. First, we can go through the search function, and there's some different stuff you can look at which tokens are trending, right? Awesome. We're going to talk about this guy in a little bit. This is one of the followers I really enjoy, a CryptoCat. We'll talk about him in a minute. I know I've already spoken about 8-bit. Shout out to 8-bit Base. Excellent account to follow. Buy his token. That is a shameless plug. CryptoCat too. And then they always are running programs where you can trade the Zora stars. This is great for newcomers because a lot of these coins don't have a lot of liquidity, so you need to be trading very small amounts of them at a time. Pony boy. I remember the outsiders as a kid, right? Anyway. And then you can look at top accounts as far as creators. You can see us all right here. Top 20. We were sitting 73 just a couple days ago. So I'd like to take a look, see where we're placing. So, hey, right around in here is where we were yesterday. Let's see if we're anywhere around here today. You can check the top 100. Does not look like it. I guess we got bumped. Yep. I do not see us. All right, let's check it out and see if we can find our account. And there we are. Plan on keeping this account for the duration of the cycle and the next cycle. I'm using it to post a lot of our most recent content. And breaking news, the Senate just passed the funding bill that could end the government shutdown in a matter of days. You might want to expect a pump because of that. But this account allows you to post videos, to post pictures, whatever you want to interact with your fans. As you can see, this is what I posted right before our live stream. Looks like a few people purchased. All right, not many. Pennies. Let's do a little 40 cents purchase of our own. There you go. And who bought that sucker? Thank you, Taz. All right. And then if you look right below over search, they give a spot with your notifications. You can see all the people who've been buying my stuff. Thank you, Taz. GloriaSons has been a great follower and a great supporter of my stuff, right? 7, CryptoMom has been absolutely awesome to follow. We'll take a look at her account in a minute. 8-bit Base, one of my favorite. Gcash from South Africa, very involved in the Base ecosystem. Some of these guys, I'm a baby. And hoping in the near future, some great ideas to integrate Base DeFi into the SocialFi networks one way or another, but just a thought. Now, I'm going to talk about some of the top creators on the Zora app because We have been on here for less than a month, and in a month's time, we have been able to topped out at around 30 holders, which you can see right here, right? And some of them are holding just as much as me. Now we've only had about $700 or $800 of volume, so you can see that people are playing pennies. I am a micro cap, and love the fact that you can trade content, right? I wanted to share some of my own life through here. Start sharing some of our liquidity positions. I think if I go further back, I can find some of that. We got some memes, DeFi cards. There's one on how to farm low caps and Zora. I plan on posting a lot of more short-term contact in that near future. And what's so interesting here, right? Interesting is go this Saturday, watch my son play rugby. And what do you all do? You purchase my picture of his massive flags. One, it was a great game, last game for him, and wanted to be there for him. So for quite a busy weekend, to be quite honest, but integrating SocialFi, very similar to Instagram, and I like what they're doing over on Base. Shout out to Jesse Pollock. And if the Zora people end up watching into parts of the stream, open me up for the Zora Live so I can start doing this on here. That would be great. All right. So on that note, I want to take a look at my top 5 small micro creators on Base in no particular order, although, right. And I'll look at some larger accounts too, just because I like their stuff. Let's start with a couple of those. This is an excellent streaming account, late night on Base. It's a really good one to kind of flow of what's going on in the ecosystem. They got an excellent setup and great stuff out there. They're sitting right at around $1 million market cap. They are on a down, been selling off a little bit, but I think they're the long haul. Here's another one that I like following is ZXBT. Really cool artwork, right? Not buying into that one, but again, if you missed the first video, you actually have to buy the post to be able to comment. And that's one of the ways a creator can earn rewards on this app. But this app has been a way for me to easily make a few $100s in a matter of a month, although we are reinvesting most of our profits right back into our token. Again, if you're ever looking for good content, creator tokens on Zora, you want to find those creator tokens that are investing in themselves. And part of the reason why one of my favorites in this space is 8-Bit Base. He's also the largest toker of my account. There's some really cool stuff going on. A lot of his stuff takes me back to when I was in middle school. Ooh, I really like this one, but just a little bit, not that much, about $2. Oh, awesome. See what happens. All right. But 8-Bit, super involved in the ecosystem, super involved over on X also. People on the Base network, and those are the people you want to follow. Look at that. Aerodrome up 8% in the last 30 minutes. Go Base. CryptoCat's another great one we've already talked about. They got some good stuff going on their account. Fun to watch. There's our Clanker token. Let's buy a teeny little bit of it too. I think I have any ETH in my wallet actually. I actually will have to go back and do that later. I need to put some ETH in my wallet. All right. Now let's take a look at one of my other favorite content creators on the Zora app. She's a small creator. Hold up. And that is GloriaSons. And she has been awesome. Very involved. A little bit of herself. Very much hyping us up on social media. So a huge shout out to GloriaSons. Thank you for those kind words to my daughter that made her night the other night. But this has been kind of crossroads of both social networking and also crypto. I just find it interesting at this point. You see what my dog's doing? Or you're going to have to wait a second, girl. I'm almost done though. Now, another creator, we're going to go back into my token list. That is a fun one in this space. It's CryptoMom. She's also been one I think that's been super supportive. And as you can see, her chart also in an uptrend, a little bit bigger than me, but nice, good stuff. Now, looking at a couple more that I wanted to share. Crypto Chef, he's kind of giving me some ideas for dinner at times. And he has a very popular account for a small creator. And then I also like taking a look at Crypto Granny. I love this one. So Crypto Granny will always sprinkle your account. Love it. Some granny sprinkles, right? Wow. And when she does that, people tend to gravitate and buy that post. So if you're ready to start creating, check out our link in the chat on how to join Zora and get involved on the SocialFi. You can use this to farm the Base airdrop. Now, next, I did want to quickly talk about just a quick reminder of some of the best techniques and methods you can use to farm the Base airdrop. First and foremost, you can use these different SocialFi apps. Zora, get on the wait list for the Base app, start posting. Jesse Pollock, the creator of Base Layer 2, straight up said, create and build. That, to me, it seems like the creators of Base are saying, build for us and you will be rewarded. So that's what we started doing. But I still do it old school. We're providing liquidity on Aave. Lending on Aave. We are providing liquidity on Airdrop. These are other things they could or may not look at. Who knows? I want to make sure that my on-chain footprint on the Base blockchain is massive. Okay, absolutely. So let's take a look at any other creators that I found interesting. These are kind of ones with honorable mention in this space. I already mentioned 7. The new one I just got, Matt Lannis. That was kind of good stuff on his. Granny, where's the other one I like? Passed over at Zora Scopes, which, obviously I'm not big on Zodiac stuff, but I thought it was an interesting account, right? Some really cool graphic artwork on it also. What I would really like to see is more educators coming on site, using these apps to educate the masses, especially about crypto and DeFi. And that's what we are going to try to do with Dad's DeFi Space. And hope this helped show you how Base is trying to position itself to get the world on chain, right? All right. So we're going to take a quick pivot now. We talked about Zora. I want to show us on the Base app. I thought I had it here somewhere. Maybe not. I thought I did. Nope, that's Farcaster. Where's my Base app? I cannot access the Base app on the computer. I can access the Base app on my phone. But I want to show you kind of what it looks like, very much like Facebook. These are our Farcaster posts. And the same ones I showed you on Zora, they end up getting posted here too. Coin Alpha, that's good stuff actually. And tokens. Thing that I've saw Jesse Pollock talk about recently that really got me thinking is he said, just wait until the meme tokens are getting partnered with good creators, right? A lot of these tokens are going to be able to use this to market. I could see a whole new market explode of creator coins that help market memes on the Base blockchain. So again, you can see some of the stuff we've played around with on the Base app. I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to onboard a lot of people, but we're just going to have to wait and see what happens, right? There's another one my daughter helped me make. We put this one on Pump Fund, 8 months ago, Katoshi, except over there it was Rainbow. My old Crystal Vault. So much good stuff on here, but enough about Dad's DeFi Space. All right. So I hope this stream, as long as it's been a good one for you to watch and you've taken some knowledge that you can use to improve your crypto and DeFi game, please help support the channel. Like and subscribe. Ping that notification bell. Share this with anyone out there who wants to learn more about DeFi, trading, or Base and Tau staking. These are the narratives that we're bullish on for this last phase of the bull. Remember to take profits on your way up. Be prepared for the end because it is coming. And let me know in the comments what you would like to see in future videos. Check out dadsdefispace.org. go find us over on Zora. If you're on Base App, add Dad's DeFi Space. Come trade some tokens with us. And now that the stream is over, I think I'm going to go trade some Clinker. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace.